Okay, so we're gonna get started with the pectoral girdle. This is the clavicle, this is the scapula, this is the humerus, this bone right here is the radius, and this is the ulna. Now we're gonna go to the thoracic cage. The thoracic cage is made up of the manubrium of the sternum, body of the sternum. These are your true ribs right here. These are your false ribs right here, and these are your floating ribs right here, these two right here. Next, we're gonna go to the thoracic cage. So the thoracic cage consists of the atlas and the axis, which is C1 and C2. The rest of the C's are the cervical vertebrae, right? Yeah, cervical vertebrae column, thoracic vertebrae column, lumbar vertebrae column, sacrum, coccyx. Next, we're going to go to the pelvic girdle and the lower limbs. So the pelvic girdle consists of the ilium, ilium, pubic ischium, the femur, patella, tibia, fibia. Next, we're gonna go to the foot and the ankle. So this is the talus, calcaneus, navicular. I don't know why do I say Z. Navicular. This is your medial cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, lateral cuneiform, cuboid. I think that's it. Oh no. And then the phalanges and metatarsal. Next, we're going to go to the anterior of the skull. So the anterior of the skull is the frontal, the nasal bone, vomer, sphenoid, zygomatic, maxilla, mandible. And then this is the ethmoid and the lacrimal. Ethmoid, lacrimal. Mandible, maxilla, zygomatic, sphenoid, frontal. And then this is the vomer and the nose. Next, we're going to the lateral skull. So the lateral skull consists of the ethmoid, the lacrimal, the zygomatic, the maxilla, the mandible, the frontal bones, the parietal bones. This is the occipital, and then this is the temporal. Next, we have the inferior the skull. So this is the ethmoid. This is the occipital bone, parietal bone. Up here is the frontal bone, sphenoid, vomer, and then the temporal, which is right here. Next, we have the posterior, which only has 4. So this is the parietal, the occipital, the mandible, and then the temporal. Next, we have the hand, which is by far the hardest one for me. These are the phalanges, metatarsals. Right here is the sesamoid bone. And then we have the hamate, pisiform, triquetrum, lunate, scaphoid, capitate, trapezoid, and trapezium. The disease that I chose was osteoporosis, and basically osteoporosis is the loss of density and mass in the bone, and what could happen is make the bones brittle, and it can make them weak. So it's if you have this, you are prone to fractures. I hope I did good. I promise you I learned everything, but it's just the words were really hard to remember. So I hope I did good. Thank you.